Coach, it seemed like the blueprint was going your way, the way you wanted the game to go. First quarter, early second quarter, you're up by 13. What did they do to turn everything around?
Well, they started making shots. Our transition defense regressed. And again, when we subbed there, the starters basically went the whole quarter. But when we started at the end of the first quarter and the start of the second quarter, we weren't good at all. And it seemed like they got the momentum at that point. And we never really got back into the type of rhythm that we were early in the game.
You attempted 33 three-pointers tonight. Do you think that had anything to do with them being able to get out and make it a track meet?
Yeah, and I think a lot of our threes that we took tonight were pretty good threes. We had a couple of wide open threes, and you can't really count some of the ones at the end of the game when you're trying to go for a three-point shot. But, within the flow of the game, I thought we took some pretty good threes. But again, for us, our problem is defense. We are not the same team defensively. So we got to get back and figure it out. And everything's on the table right now in terms of trying to figure out how to get our team out of this defensive funk.
Do you think for the most part, Coach, there was a lot of open looks and there were just shots that didn't fall on the offensive side?
Yeah, could have been, but we're a team that hangs our hat on defense, and we haven't been very good defensively these last 3 games, and we're not going to beat many teams giving up 109 points.
They had 50 points in the paint. Was with defending the rim a problem today? Getting rebounds.
It has been a problem, Monty. With guarding penetration, and when you see a team that has 50 points in the paint, and it's not even the 50 points in the paint, it's 50 attempts. We got to do a better job of guarding penetration, pick and roll coverage. We got to get more block shots out of our big guys, and then things are turning. A team like this, we scored in the first half, but they scored too many points. So we got to do a better job of guarding penetration. Our defense got broken down quite a bit, so we got to repair it.
You talk a lot about turnovers and taking care of the balls, and especially disappointing the way down the stretch. It seemed like you guys just started throwing the ball all over.
Man, the ball just kind of hit our hands and was coming off. We just didn't execute. Again, we can run a play, but we got to execute, and we got to catch the ball. We got to have on-time, on-target passes. So, we got to figure it out. We got to figure it out. I saw a couple of guys hanging their heads tonight. That's not good. That's not mental toughness. So, again, we got to repair some things, and we got to figure out a way to get out of this losing streak.
Avery, Joe had 32 points tonight, season high for him. Obviously, you want to see him get on track, but to see in a game like this where you guys lose, is it kind of like almost one of those feelings where you don't really feel like you should be up to our game? So
yeah, and I just think it's a total team effort. Joe and Deron combined for 55 points tonight, but that's just not going to do it. We need Joe and Deron. We need Gerald. We need Hump. We need our bench. And right now, our bench is not in a really good rhythm. We haven't made any shots many shots coming off the bench. There was a stretch there at the beginning of the second quarter where we didn't take care of the ball, had too many turnovers. So again, we got to figure out. We got to figure out with Brooke out right now, kind of our starting lineup. Really take a look at that. We got to analyze our rotations, and I told you it's an issue right now. But the guys that get in the game, we got to have more energy. When you come off the bench, we got to have more energy. I got to figure out a way to get some more energy from our guys coming off the bench.
Pivoting away from tonight's game for a moment, given his work in Orlando and his connection to the New York fans, would you ever be interested in having Patrick Ewing join the coaching staff?
Patrick is a great guy. I think he and Billy was at a fundraiser the other night for a lady that works with the NBA, Kim Mahoney, and that's something that we haven't talked about. Our coaching staff is pretty set right now, but we definitely respect what Patrick did as a player, and I think he's had a pretty good run as a coach with his work in Houston and in Orlando.
Avery, we talked before the game about the pace of play and how it went. I know you're focused on the defense, but is some of that the fact that maybe they got the game a little faster than you guys
A
were
little
playing?
bit, yeah, a little bit. We gotta figure out a way to get it back at our pace. And sometimes when we shoot, you know, a three and it's a long rebound and their guys are grabbing it, they're getting a running start on us. But again, our guys, we don't really have a happy locker room right now. They're very, very disappointed with this loss, and I'm disappointed, but you know, we really can't hang our heads. We gotta figure out, nobody's gonna feel sorry for us. We gotta figure out, you know, what the problem is and how to solve it. Next question.
Avery, I know you don't like to make excuses, but not having Brooke, I mean, how much does that change things, not only in your starting lineup offensively, defensively, but also your bench, and you bring Andray off there with the second unit?
You know, I'm gonna sound like a one-hour record, but Mike, we gotta figure it out. You know, there have been other teams that didn't play with their best player, and they've won at home and on the road. So, it's a part of the NBA life. You know, Blatche from a numbers standpoint, you know, points and rebounds, like I said, we need more block shots. That's a big deal for us with Brooke. You know, when we look at a stat sheet and he has 4 block shots, that's pretty big for us. But we got to do a better job of team defense. This team was a little bit quicker than we were tonight. We got to figure out why we're a little bit of a step slow. We should have been rested and ready. But again, we'll get back to the drawing board. We are a team that's going to face any sort of adversity, whether it's a losing streak, us not playing well. We're going to face it head on. We're going to accept the responsibility. I'm going to do that as a coach, and we'll figure it out.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Kind of catch over game for 3 and then slow down the stretch of the
They hit big shots. They hit a lot of threes. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, is it especially tough given a lot of those possessions you guys had some open, look like you were going to get some open layups, the ball just kind of slipped out of hands and just unlucky plays like that too?
Yeah, it was a tough game for us. It was really tough. We're going to come in tomorrow and look at some tape and improve on our mistakes. I mean, that's pretty much it. You know, we made a lot of mistakes. We're going to improve on tomorrow.
Do you think they were able to speed the game up a little bit more than you guys maybe would like?
No, we was trying to go into a pretty good pace ourselves. So it wasn't nothing they did. It was just, we had like a couple mental breakdowns and, they didn't finish certain plays.
Why aren't you guys getting it done defensively like you did the first month of the year?
I couldn't tell you. I don't know. We just, like I said, we're having a lot of mental breakdowns now. And when one thing go bad or 2 things go bad, I felt like our trust slipped away a little bit. And, when 5 guys on the floor together, we all got to be together and vibe together.
When you say trust, when you trust in each other's defense?
No, just the system. Just trust, because just in case somebody make one mistake, just know that he's not going to make the same mistake, pretty much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You get a second quarter one, how frustrating is this one that you gotta wait?
Yeah, I mean, we've had some of the games like this all season where, we get out to a lead and just can't really hang on to it. And just really got outworked, and especially in the second half. Stephen Curry got hot on the offensive end, and then defensively, we just didn't play good. We didn't play good tonight. We scored enough points to win the game. We just didn't get enough stops. We had too many breakdowns on our defense, and too many system errors.
Yeah, a lot of it was on offense, so it really wasn't the offensive side, it was the defensive side then.
It was more the defense, In the fourth quarter, I think our offense abandoned us, but I think it was more because of our defense. We weren't able to get stops, and so on the spin of things, we weren't able to get anything going offensively.
What's the difference between these last 2 games? Defense hasn't broken, so you got to lead on the points a lot.
Exactly. It just looks like we're slow. I know we won't be getting 2 days off in a row anymore. We can go ahead and count on that. But it's just us. We got to come together and figure things out. We got to have a good practice tomorrow. We're going to watch film. Coach already told us. He's not happy with us. And we shouldn't be happy with ourselves the way we played defensively.
Second quarter, you guys were up 13 points, and then what happened? What did you say?
We did the same thing in Oakland. Just like I said, we've had that problem all season where we kind of get complacent. We get up around the same, about 12, 13, 14 points, and then it's kind of we let our foot off the gas, instead of stepping on the gas a little more. So we got to do a better job of that, and it starts on the defensive end.
kind of let them start to maybe dictate the pace of it too. It seemed like the first quarter you had to get it to Joe in the post and kind of grind it out, and then they started to kind of get it out the open floor, get things going out of it.
Yeah, I mean, they got a lot of transition threes, which we knew we had to get to those guys in transition. Like I said, we didn't do a good job defensively. You know, that's what it comes down to. You know, we missed some shots, we missed some open shots here and there. Defensively is where we lost the game.
What was the difference with Steph Curry in the second half? He just got hot.
He's got hot. He's one of those players. You know, you think you're guarding him tough. 2 or 3 feet behind the line, and he still raises up and gets him. He got going, himself going, and wins the game.
A lot of this transition is without Brook.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely missing him. He's a big part of our team. We definitely need a big guy back in the middle for us. Hopefully he'll be back soon.
One of the ideas that you get a lot of energy from playing good defense, and if you don't play good defense, you're feeling the lack of energy on offense too.
Exactly. I've said that all along. If we're playing good defense, we're getting stops. Then that kind of gets us into our offense. We're able to get out and push a little bit more. Get some things going. And I thought we did that in the first quarter. Even a little bit in the second quarter. The second half, we weren't able to get stops, so we can't run. So the pace slows down, and we just couldn't find a rhythm. Yeah, it's been a problem for us all year. We built these leads, and then just coughed them up.
Thank you.
You guys were up 13 points in the second quarter. What happened? Did you guys just let your foot off the gas a little bit there? Or what?
I have no idea, man. It seemed as though we made a substitution, and like I say, for the reason they made a run. As a unit, man, we can't have that. We can't have a letdown like that. When you get a team down, you got to run it out for the win.
For you yourself, again, this is how close you guys lost, but it seemed like you were in the rhythm out there early on. Is that something you want to come out tonight, make sure you're aggressive and just take a shot?
I just took what the defense gave me, man. Honestly, I felt pretty good coming into tonight's game. And you get a couple easy baskets, man. The basket starts to go a little bit, but we posted me a lot, to start the game, and I got into a little rhythm.
What were they doing very late when the league got 3 points, 4 points? You just seemed never to get back over the hump.
We just couldn't get stopped. They was getting tip ins, where they were getting the loose. They kept getting all loose balls, long rebounds. Like I said, they just beat us all the loose balls.
This is 3 straight losses for you guys now, after that winning streak you had. So how do you guys feel as a team, knowing that you have a couple of games without Brooke and Reggie, but you still feel like I'm sure you should win the next game or something like that?
Yeah, well, we definitely don't feel great about it. We'll get here and practice some more and try to figure some things out, how we can get over the hump, how we can help ourselves, get better, and try to come out Sunday and get a win.
Joe, how frustrating was it for you to have the game you had tonight and have to be in the
It was very frustrating. Like I said, offensively wasn't the problem. It's defense. Like I said, we just didn't have any effort to keep guys out of the paint, box guys out, get rebounds. So you get 50 points in the that's tough.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.